What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is Love After Lockup, Season 4, Episode 14. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Again, you know, I go couple by couple, so let's talk about it. Lindsay and Dante. Dante is in Mississippi with Lindsay. He done drove all night to be with her. He done met her roommate, and they are off to go, you know, have some alone time. And they flirting and everything. And Dante is letting her know that he's really not feeling the fact that she's living with a man. He says, listen, you know I'm insecure. I'm damaged goods, okay? But I'm just telling you I'm not feeling it. And she compares him to Scott, and he gets upset. And I would be upset too. Don't compare me to Scott now. Don't do that. So she lets him know, listen, I need a favor. I need you to bail my friend out of jail. He was like, do what? She said, yeah, well, I can't go down there because, you know, I got warrants. He was like, what? She said, yeah, I mean, well, you know, I took care of the other charges, but, you know, I still got some charges. They state charges, though. It's not a big deal. But, yeah, I mean, I can't go down to the courthouse because if I go down to the courthouse to try to bail him out, you know, they're going to arrest me because I got warrants. And he was like, so wait a minute. Are you on the run? And she was like, I'm not on the run. Just don't get pulled over. And if you do get pulled over, tell them they can't search the car and don't tell them my name. Dante was like, what the? Like, what did I get myself into here? You know what I'm saying? And she's like, yeah, so I have the money. I just need you to go down there and bail him out. And he was like, but I don't understand why we doing this. And she was like, because he's my friend. And I'm loyal. And that's what I do for my friends. He was like, yeah, but... She said, so you wouldn't do that for your friend? Like, you don't have no loyalty? He was like, yeah, but my friend ain't no crook. Like, he basically was saying, my friend ain't no criminal. Like, I get him out of jail, but he ain't no criminal. And she was like, so what you trying to say? Like, if that's the case, then why you with me? Why are you with me? And I'm like, girl, we know why he with you. But he was like, I just don't. He said, I wouldn't even ask you to do something like this. Like, I don't feel comfortable. I'm telling you, this is not what I want to do. I really don't feel like I don't feel comfortable going out here bailing somebody out of jail who I don't even know. Now, my thing is this. I ain't never had to bail nobody out of jail, so I don't know what that process looks like. I don't know if you just paying the cash bond, I guess you don't have to, like, put your name or anything or whatever, but I could definitely understand you not feeling comfortable walking into a courthouse saying, here goes some however much money in cash to get somebody out who I don't know. Like, they could ask you some questions that you don't have the answers to. It could be more charges than what you thought. Like, it could be a lot that happens. So I definitely understand where he's coming from, and I definitely understand where he says, listen, I wouldn't ask you to do something like this. But on the flip side, what I'm going to say to you, Dante, is, look, if you dance with the devil, that's what you're going to get. You knew what you was getting with Lindsay. So, Puppy and Amber, child. Puppy, I'm on the wrong notes. Well, it don't matter. I'm going to go ahead and finish it up. Puppy and Eric go to a divorce attorney to go and see about him getting a divorce. Now, the fact that him and his ex-wife been separated for like 2 years and he hasn't even started to file the paperwork. Now, what I found interesting was that Puppy was like, well, we've been together like 2 years now. And then when the attorney asked him how long he'd been separated from his wife, he was like, oh, about 1.5 years. Now, I know that sounds petty, and I know that seems like a difference without a distinction without a difference, but baby, it is, okay? It is. But neither here nor there. He said he gonna go ahead and do it, but he don't really sound happy about it. And Puppy keeps asking him, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? And he's like, yes, I'm sure. Like, I keep telling you, I'm sure. Like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go through with the divorce. But what he also said was that his wife was there for him when he was really sick and he was going through a lot. And so a part of him is going to always love her because of the fact that she was there for him when he needed her. And y'all know Puppy. Puppy is just very, you know, insecure about the situation and very much like, but are you sure? But are you sure? But are you sure? Later on in the episode, we see Amber with her new boyfriend, TJ. And she lets TJ know everything that happened at the wedding and everything with Puppy. And he tells her, listen, I'm not really feeling this boyfriend. Like, I don't know how I feel about Eric. Something about him, it don't rub me right. But the two of them, they've been together for a couple of months. And they seem like they, you know, they in love, honey. She said that both of them want kids and they not using no kind of protection. So whatever happens, happens. She said that she could see herself married to him. So, you know, that's where they are with everything. Later on, Puppy calls and he sees on the phone that she still got a Puppy in her phone as wifey. And he was like, yeah, I feel some kind of way about that. I feel like you need to change that. Like, she ain't wifey. Like, nah, she need to change that. Chaz and Broadway, I feel like I already said this, but they done took Chaz. They done took Chaz down to the script club to give him a lap dance for his birthday. And like I said in my last review, what I don't understand is if you're really trying to spend some time with your husband, this is your husband, this is the man that you have not consummated your marriage with, and you were a scripper, you are a retired scripper, you could give him your own lap dance. Y'all did not have to leave where y'all were to take him somewhere to go give him a lap dance when y'all could have been spending that time together and having your own private time and your own lap dance, okay? That I didn't understand. Once again, her friends are talking to him, telling him that they really don't want her to leave, that she's fine where she is, she's doing really well, and they don't want him to take her away. And he tells them, well, listen, I ain't doing this thing long distance. If she changes her mind about moving, then that's probably going to be the end of this relationship, okay? Now, granted, I think her friends are okay with that. Now, I don't know if Bronwyn is okay with that, but her friends are okay with that, okay? Later on that night, they on their way home, and he's trying to figure out a way that he can still spend some time with her, because he said, well, I got another night at the cabin, and maybe tomorrow we can see each other. And every suggestion that he's making, she's shooting it down. And she was like, well, I mean, that's really only give us like 2 hours together. Like, and I'm thinking to myself, here's the man that you married. You have literally only spent 24 hours with him since y'all got married, and he's sitting here telling you that he's willing to move the earth, to move the sun and the stars in order for y'all to spend more time together. And you keep giving him all the reasons and all the excuses why that's not a good idea or why that's not going to work. Clearly, listen, this woman don't want to be with him. That's it. That's all. She don't want to be with him. She's not interested. She don't want it. That's it. That's all. She don't want it. I don't know what to tell y'all. But she don't want to be with that man, child. Tiffany and Kevin, child. Tiffany done found them drawers from that other woman. She done left the key with the drawers and the shorts, talking about something. I know these not yours and they not mine. So whatever you got going on, it is what it is. Like, I'm out of here. So of course he's upset because he's like, what is this? Where'd she find this from? So he calls her and he's like, so what are you doing? Like, I gave you a key to my house to let you know that I'm committed, how I feel about you, and I'm committed to this relationship. And what did you do? Like, go through my stuff to find something? He said, where did you even find these? And he was like, they're probably old. Like, what are you talking about? So here's the thing. That's a really plausible explanation, Kevin. And I would probably give you that explanation if you wasn't looking guilty when the producers asked you about the draws, okay? Because you probably done had so many women that ran up and through that house that you probably don't know who they belong to. But I feel like they belong to the ex-girlfriend. But Tiffany lets you know, listen, I'm not a scream and holler, argue kind of person. When I need space, I just walk away. And right now, I need some space to figure some things out because I'm just not feeling it. And I'm really not believing a whole lot of what you're telling me right now, okay? I really feel like you kind of full of some ish right now. You full of ish, okay? I gave y'all that, Lindsay. I'm making sure I got all that. Okay. Sean and Kelly. Sean is, it's the night before his wedding. He's getting ready for the wedding and everything. And, he decided he's going to stay at they're going to try to be traditional and stay at a hotel the night before. Of course, they ain't been traditional about nothing else, but they're going to be traditional about this. They want us to believe that Destiny is pregnant and driving from California to Minnesota in one day. Okay, whatever. But we see Destiny in the car talking about she going to crash Sean's wedding. He crashed her court date, so she going to crash his wedding. And he owes her money. She said she figured he owes her about $50,000 between the money he promised her, between the $10,000 ring that he took back, and the money that she just feel like he owe him on GP. In her mind, it adds up to $50,000, and that's what she wants. Man, what make you... Like, ma'am, the boy broke. What makes you think he got $50,000 to give you? And what do you really feel like you're going to gain from showing up on this wedding day demanding $50,000 with a belly, knowing that he ain't even a daddy? Matt, it don't even add up. The dates don't even add up, girl. I'm sitting here like, what? Then Kelly shows up, and Kelly says, listen, I'm not here to start no problems. I'm not here because I want him back. I'm over it. I'm not heartbroken. I'm not mad. I just want to let her know what she getting into because she don't know what she getting into. Then you are there to cause problems, Kelly. Granted, it might be legit. You might legitimately have something to share with her, but you don't think that's gonna cause a problem? You don't think that's gonna cause a problem? You showing up the day before the wedding to tell her some things. Now the daughter that we met, the only other child that he's filmed with is his daughter, and she shows up and she says, "Listen, I'm not even angry anymore. Like, I've had to let all of that go, but I am here. I do want to talk to him, and I did want to be here for the wedding, but I've let the anger go." And I was like, I feel like you haven't, though. I feel like you might not have. But either way, Sean got some surprises coming because he don't know Kelly coming, and he damn sure don't know Destiny coming, child. Oh, Lord, we're going to see how that whole thing plays out. Puppy goes to visit her mom and talk to her mom about the relationship, and she's not happy. And her mother was like, listen, the sad thing is I've never known Puppy to be happy in a relationship. She's always searching and looking, and she never wants to let go. She always wants every relationship to work. And her mother told her, listen, you got to do some soul searching. You need to figure this out for yourself. But she's just not happy. And she just thinks that, she can't deal with the lies, the fact that he lied to her about the status of his marriage and the status of the divorce. And she's really, really, really upset about the whole situation. Lindsay and Dante, child. Dante went to go bail this guy out of jail, and he got warrants in other counties. So he was like, listen, even if I bail him out, he ain't coming home. Even if I pay this money, he ain't going nowhere. So he was like, what you want me to do? She said, well, just come on and get me, because, she had him drop her off down the street because she didn't want to get too close to the police station. She said, just come on and get me, because at the end of the day, I got warrants too, so it is what it is. I tried to, be loyal and get him out, but baby, come on, get me. So, and she was like, that just turns me on. I'm just so happy that, that you would have done, we're going to do that for me. And so he was like, yeah, I'm about to get me some. I'm about to get this. Taylor and Chase, child, Chasen came home with a new truck with rims, and she is upset because she's like, this is all nice and cute, but don't you think that a purchase like this, you should have talked to me about it? Like, if we get married, if this is what we trying to do. He said the truck cost $28,000, the car note is $550 a month. Then he went and got $3,000 rims, and he said, listen, I know how to make money. He said, my problem wasn't making money, my problem was staying off drugs. So I can be successful, and I know how to bring home a good paycheck. So I ain't worried about the money I'm spending. But her thing is, I get it, and I'm not saying that you should begrudge yourself anything, but if we're going to get married and we're a couple, that's probably, a purchase of this size probably should be a conversation that we would have, right? So then we have Kayla rolling up on Kevin, and, basically Kayla done told on Kevin, okay? Kevin trying to act like, well, it's been a while since we've seen each other. She was like, really? It's been a while since we've seen each other. Okay. He was like, well, I ain't talked to you in a minute. Oh, really? You haven't? And basically, she's trying to find out why he got a Tinder account with Tiffany when he telling her that he ain't messing with Tiffany and that he ain't even sleeping with Tiffany. So he's sitting there stumbling over his words, mumbling, dumbling, stumbling, trying to explain to her about him and Tiffany, and him and Tiffany still being friends, and him and Tiffany messing with each other. And he was like, well, this is a relationship that I thought was going to work out, but it's not working out, but it didn't work out. But, and she was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I can't deal with you. You got me out here looking stupid. You got me out here looking crazy, when for real, we know what's up. Don't make me expose you, because if I expose you, it's going to be ugly. And I feel like what she's saying is, like, I'm going along with the get along for this whole camera TV situation, but don't make me expose the fact that this is some bullshit. That me and you still together, we still sleeping together on a regular basis, and you doing all this for a check for the TV. That's what I got from that whole scene. I'm just saying, that's what I got. Anyway, y'all let me know. We leave off this episode with Kelly showing up at Kevin's door, at Sean's door, down to the hotel. And y'all let me know. Like I said, I'm going to try to get the rest of these episodes out as soon as possible, child. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.